From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Dennis's Heating and Air Conditioning is Northern California's premier heating and air conditioning contractor. From residential housing, large commercial projects, installation to repair, sheet metal fabrication, and everything in between, we are your go-to heating and air conditioning specialist.
Good afternoon, everyone. Well, there's a bit to unpack here with this forecast here. So let's just kind of break it all down here for you. So here's what you can expect here, starting really tonight through this week, this weekend, and even into early next week. Number one, be prepared for a wet weather pattern. Each and every single day there's going to be rain. Some days heavier than others, but rain chances and snow in the mountains, any way you look at it, through at least Monday of next week. Now, of course, speaking of snow, we do expect to see snow, which will be heavy at times, and this will lead to chain requirements. So we're going to be looking at delays on I-5 potentially, on of course, all the mountain highways east and west of I-5 as well at times, because snow levels could eventually drop down to as low, I think the lowest will be around 1,500 feet, but on average around 3,000 feet, give or take. Now we're also looking at gusty winds, especially as we go into tonight and into tomorrow, and the chance for thunderstorms for the valley, and that will include the coast and inland areas as well. So here's what you can expect here for the rest of the day today. Now there may be some showers late today for the north end of the valley. Especially around, say, Redding, maybe North Trinity County, Siskiyou County, even Modoc County could see a stray shower. This is not a big deal. The main event won't be here until really tomorrow. The north coast should be dry all day, and of course that's also the case for the eastern mountains. So the area of low pressure over Southern California, that's moving on out of here. Not really concerned about this. This isn't going to have much impact on our weather. All of this right here will. Here's the source of moisture. This is subtropical moisture. So that's the source of moisture for the storms over the Gulf of Alaska that are heading our way to move on in. Also take note, speckled clouds, that's the colder air that's going to be moving on in. So let's walk you through the timing of all this. Let's take you through this afternoon. Remember what I was talking about, that potential around north end of the valley, around Redding, maybe a stray shower, maybe some activity around Northern Trinity County by later tonight. That makes its way into Siskiyou County. We're also seeing this activity begin to move on in as we go into the midnight hour, but still nothing terribly widespread at this point. Heaviest rainfall's not here. Heaviest snowfall's not here either. Okay, so tomorrow morning, here's 6 o'clock in the morning, some showers for the valley, some snow in the mountains. Now I've got snow levels around 3,500, 4,500 feet. I think at this point, they'll be closer to 4,500 feet than anything else. Heavier rainfall, possible thunderstorms by 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, especially for the coast. No thunderstorms just yet for the valley, but I think that'll change by the afternoon. You see that push of moisture coming in by around midday. We're seeing the heavier rainfall, thunderstorms that are a possibility. Now it's in the form of scattered showers and thunderstorms for the coast. We've got snow, which will be quite heavy. I'd say around 4,000 feet could be its lowest at this point. So now we're talking about the potential for chain requirements east of I-5. On I-5 itself, maybe getting close to seeing at least a bit of a mix out towards Mount Shasta City, so that could create some problems. But I still think Highway 299 West should be okay. We may start to see some chain requirements on Highway 36 West, and of course, east of I-5 as well. But notice too, this line, that's your typical what we call convergence zone. Strong south winds is what we're expecting. That's going to help to create that convergence zone. Check this out, because as we go into 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we're still seeing some of these little convergence zones developing here. So we could still see some potential for showers and thunderstorms here for the valley, heavy rainfall at times, gusty winds, and the potential for, maybe even some flooding, depending on if these convergence lines stick around for a while. Heavy snow off to the east. I'd say we're beginning to see snow levels start to drop a little bit here. Still scattered showers and thunderstorms here, but the main band of moisture is now to the east of the valley. Let's take into 6 p.m. on Wednesday. You see how we have the heavy snow? Chain requirements galore is what I'm expecting at this point by the time we get east of I-5. Even on I-5, I think snow levels now between 3,000 and 4,000 feet. So Highway 299 West, maybe around Buckhorn Summit, we may start to see some snow there. I'd say in Highway 36 West, yes, I think we'll see some snow there as well. Still some isolated thunderstorms possibility for the coast at 6 p.m. tomorrow afternoon, and even possibly even around the valley as well. Here we are, we go into Wednesday, 10 p.m. See a bit of a spin right here. That's an area of low pressure that's going to really help to destabilize the atmosphere even more. And even though the main moisture source is now out of here, there's still a lot of leftover moisture left over. So we're still seeing showers and thunderstorms even Wednesday night for the coast. Snow in the mountains, maybe a bit of a break from the wet weather for the valley by Wednesday night. But still be prepared for the fact that chain requirements are most likely going to be an issue east of I-5 and even on Highway 299 west. Here's Thursday in the morning. We're seeing snow now down to about 2,000, 3,000 feet. And at times on Thursday, we could see snow levels drop down to as low as 1,500 feet. So that means the potential for some snow in Hayfork, Weaverville, I think Shingletown. We'll see some of that snow as well. Fall River Mills, Bernie, Mount Shasta, maybe Hoopa. Some of the inland areas may see some of this snow as well. Now notice, we're still looking at fairly dry conditions here for the valley. By midday, still fairly dry in the valley. We're starting to see some showers kick in. Still looking at 2,000 to 3,000 foot snow levels. So I think Highway 299 west could see some chain requirements. 36 west, east of I-5. Notice this is not widespread heavy snow. Now we're looking at scattered snow showers across the mountains, and of course, eventually, even the potential for some thunderstorms popping up as we go into Thursday afternoon for the valley and even parts of the coast. Still looking at those low snow levels. This is going to continue to create problems here for many of the mountain highways, including 299 west and 36 west. That's through Thursday, 5 p.m. We're still seeing the snow flurries. Still maybe a stray shower or thunderstorm in the valley before, of course, that'll kind of moves on out. And then more rain in the forecast for your Friday. So here's what we have for the forecast rainfall estimates. I think we could see anywhere from 1/2 inch to maybe even 3/4 of an inch of rainfall once all is said and done on Thursday. Now, with that being said, if you get caught under one of these, what I remember I was talking about the convergence line, that's heavy rainfall in a long period of time. We could be looking at over an inch in some spots here, depending on who gets caught under some of these stronger thunderstorms. But I think on average, 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch in the valley. I think more than that for the coast, could see over an inch there. And of course, where we're usually typically seeing less in the way of that rainfall is off to the north and east. Now, about the snow, raw forecast model data is what you're looking at here. I have not massaged these numbers at all. I'm in pretty good agreement here with Mount Shasta. I'd say maybe on the lower end there, maybe closer to 4 inches than 8 inches. I think Shingletown could see some snow. I think we could even see some light accumulation around Weaverville and Hayfork, especially through the day on Thursday. Some of the inland areas around Hoopa, not out of the question, maybe Etna as well. There's Fall River Mills, Chester, possibly seeing 4 to 8 inches of snow, and maybe more than that down to the south and east. That might be overdoing it for Portola, but you get the idea, some heavier snowfall down to the east, and even Susanville, looking at some of that minor accumulation. Of course, no snow in the valley, but of course we saw how much rainfall we are expecting at that point. Here's a look at Thursday into Friday. So Friday morning, dry, but then we have more rain and snow in the forecast for Friday. I think it's overdoing it on how low the snow levels will get on Friday, but you get the idea. Now, if we see a break at all, it looks like it will be on Saturday. I wouldn't say that's guaranteed at this point, but yes, still maybe a bit of a break on Saturday before the next round of rain comes in. Second half of the day on Sunday, some heavier rainfall there, more snow in the mountains on Sunday. One last push on Monday, right? There's that trough of low pressure, but high pressure right here. That's what's going to be building in, at least for a couple of days. Next Tuesday, maybe next Wednesday, a break from the wet weather at that point. But you get the idea. I mean, basically starting tomorrow through next Monday, each and every single day, there's rain. Some days heavier than others. Okay. All right. So look at the winds. Here's midday today, right? Now we go into the afternoon. The winds do start to pick up. Nothing major. No wind advisories at this point, but there are wind advisories for tomorrow because of the gusty winds. Here's tomorrow morning. There's the cold front passing through. Some gusty winds here for the valley. Gusty winds for central Siskiyou County. Okay. Then we go into midday. Strongest winds now for central Siskiyou County, valley eastward. They're starting to die down here for the coast. Everyone sees weaker winds, but still breezy, borderline windy for Wednesday afternoon. Then on Thursday, now the winds are going to be much calmer, especially in the morning, maybe a little breezy off in the eastern mountains here for Thursday afternoon. So the main wind event, at least over the next 48 hours, will be on Wednesday, but they should start to die down for your Thursday. All right, here's what we have in store for us today. Temperatures are going to be in the upper 60s. Some of the warmer spots still could quite possibly reach that 70-degree mark. For the mountains, we're in the 50s, even some 60s in there, and it looks like somewhere in the low to mid 50s for the coast. Tonight, upper 40s for the valley. Looks like mainly in the 30s for the higher elevations, and looks like in the low to even mid 40s here for the coast. Tonight, the showers will start to increase, but the heavier rainfall won't be here until tomorrow. Could see thunderstorms for the valley Wednesday, Thursday, otherwise off and on rain all the way through early next week. Much cooler, temperatures only reaching mainly in the 50s. We take you to the coast, looking at the potential for thunderstorms Wednesday, Thursday, also the case inland. Snow levels on average for Weaverville, Trinity County in general, mainly around 2,000 to 3,000 feet. They could get as low as 1,500 feet, though, by Thursday. And we take a look at Siskiyou, Modoc County, the eastern mountains. Also, off and on chances for snow all the way through early next week. On average, for Siskiyou County, 2,000 to 3,000 feet. 2,500, 3,500 feet for places like Alturas and Susanville. So you get the idea. Wet weather pattern through at least Monday. Should start to see drier weather pattern by next Tuesday. That's your afternoon update. I'll be back again this evening at 6 o'clock. Have a great afternoon.